Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So I suppose that price action there needs absolutely no introduction. That is a range. It's a narrow range at the moment, and it's a short range, so it's still the probability is with the trend. So the probability is we're looking for a break to the upside at 34.011, and that's on the 8-hour. However, on the lower time frames, that's a different story. So the trend is up. We definitely in an upward trend. You can see that. It does look like a bit of consolidation and then another leg up. We've got a crossover here, which is also indicating that theory is a little bit flawed. We've got a crossover the oscillators and we're pointing down. I want the second oscillators to drop below the 80, and then that would start giving me the signals that we are looking for a break and retest of the bottom of the range here at 33.393. Just quickly on the weekly, we do have a bit of an inside bar forming, and you can see the significance of these two levels. If you look to the left, this was all of last year, how we just battled with this. Well, not all of last year, but most of last year from, I think it was around about March, when we just, well, actually early March, sorry, late Feb, early March, somewhere around there, where we started going sideways. So we're in this area. We have to break above this pin bar here for us to even think about going higher. So at the moment, we are not attempting that. We do have a bearish crossover of the moving averages, although we are above them. So we're above and below moving averages in the weekly, so there is confusion there. If we start drilling down to the 3-hour, you'll see at the moment, we can take it from that bar to there, we have 27 bars, so the range is 27 bars long. Anything longer than 20 bars of a range starts getting a bit chaotic, which basically, in my view, you might as well just toss a coin because there's no clear indication of which way we're going. The trend is up. Again, on the 3-hour, you can see that clearly. We're above all the moving averages, so you should be buying, and you can see that's what people are doing. They are buying. They're buying off the structure here, which is at 33.393, but they're also selling off 34.011 or 3400. So 3400 is the line in the sand, and that's fairly clear at the moment. When we start looking at the daily, we have moves up, and then going into the last half of the session, we have these big sell-offs. Move up, and then this one was a little bit early of a sell-off and moving to the downside. So trend is also still up on the daily. Oscillators are kind of all over the place. Don't really trust what I'm seeing here. We are in amongst the moving averages at the moment, so that also indicates range. So I would just add another level in here, which is going to be that swing low there, and then just drop down to a lower time frame because that's what you want to be watching. So if you look at the 15-minute, we've got a crossover. We sort of broke below the 155, came up, and we tested it going into close. So we are still below the 155. Look at the oscillators indicating a move to the downside. So I would be paying attention to two areas. This one is null and void at the moment, so this is 33,655 that we need to pay attention to. If that gets rejected with some half decent price action, I'd expect us to revisit 33,393. Okay. If we find support here, then I'd expect us to be back up to this 3,400 area. For me personally, this is still a sit on hands. I'm really not keen on getting involved in this until, especially to the downside, until we start breaking below 3393 and retest that area. Then I'd be interested in a short, and that short is going to be around 600 points to the downside, which does line up with some structure here, roughly over there. And that is at 32,860. That's kind of the only view that I can see at the moment. And lastly, just get onto the 5 minute, because sometimes you see some decent structure. But if you look at this, above the moving averages, stay above it, accelerate to the top, and then we just drift. Just one 5 minute bar up. That was data that came out, and then we just drift. And then going into the close, we decide a bit of a sell-off. So institutions clearly know something we don't. And that is very evident in what I'm seeing at the moment. So, as I say, smells like a top, and we'll know later today whether it is a top. And if it is that case, then you need to pay attention to this bottom level here. That's the break you're looking for. Break and retest of that area for a move, for a short. Otherwise, it's in the center here somewhere, which if you do get a rejection there, during the open, that is, the US Open, then same scenario. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps. If it does, drop us a thumbs up or just say hi. Curious to know who's still listening towards the end. Anyway, enjoy your day. Cheers for now.